I heard Matlow talking earlier about how you're the only guy on the bench, so if somebody gets hurt, you gotta get ready to go in.
Yeah.
That ended up happening, coming to fruition. What were the emotions going into a really tough part of the ball game where you guys, it was a close game. What were the emotions coming off the bench?
Honestly, I was just trying to stay locked in throughout the game. I knew if anything were to happen, I'd be the next guy up. So, I mean, just staying locked in on the bench, being ready if my time comes, and it did. So, I mean, the emotions were high for sure. But, I mean, a lot of breathing, a lot of keeping my emotions down.
Where does the environment around the ballpark, Canada Day, packed house in Labatt Park, where does that environment rank in your baseball career?
Probably at the top of the list. I mean, that 5,000 people in the stands, like, it's a lot different being in the dugout to being out there. Out there, it's like all you hear, everybody, all the noise, all the sounds, all the cheering. Like, it was something for sure. Top one.
You caught 3 different pitchers tonight. What'd you notice, in the last few innings between the 3 of them?
I think they all just tried to do the same thing, attack the zone, get outs. But I mean, they all did their best, on the mound.
Another 3-hit performance for you. You seem to be getting a lot of support from Josh. What does that mean to you, so soon in your IBL career?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. It really gives me a lot of confidence up at the plate. I mean, I'm still just soaking everything in, still just trying to, this crazy night. Like, I've never experienced anything like this before, so I'm just trying to, enjoy the moment, be present.
Not to say that the team started hitting when you got here, but the team had a different hitting approach earlier in the year. They were trying to hit a lot of long balls and a lot of home runs were flying, but the team was losing. Now, in the past 2 games, there hasn't been many super hard hit balls, but the team is putting up lots of hits and lots of runs, and that's similar to your play style when you go to the plate. How do you think that sort of mentality is contagious, and how do you think the rest of the guys are hitting in addition to you? Yeah,
I mean, it's tough for me to speak on how the team was playing before me. I didn't see any of that, but I mean, hitting's just contagious. Like, you get a lot of things not hit that hard. They end up getting through when you put pressure on the defense. You put pressure on the pitcher. He misses his spots, stuff like that. Just how things work. You make the defense work a little harder, put a little bit of pressure on them to make some plays, and then you end up moving them around. Things get through the infield. It's just good baseball.
From your point of view, what was the feeling like in that crunch time, 9th inning, when things seemed to be kind of falling apart a little bit?
Yeah, that's what we play for. That's the fun stuff. I mean, you live for those kind of moments, and I mean, is there pressure? Yeah. Is it tough? Yeah, but that's the best. That's the best stuff. Like, no wins feel better than a win after something like that.
3-0 in the last few games. It's been a different approach to the plate. There's been a lot of hits and not a lot of home runs, and it's been jumping from one guy to the next in the order. The starting pitching has been very good. How have you guys been able to put a little bit of a run together here?
Yeah, I think it's just playing as a team. Get to the next guy mentality. Guys are playing for each other, and I think we got Alex Wickett another 3 hits. So he's stepping in that role, and guys get behind that, and it's something to get excited about. We played a good game, good team, great crowd, great tradition on Canada Day. We love being here, and worked out in our favor.
It seemed like Caesar from last year kind of made a resurgence here tonight. What have you noticed about his game through the season up until now that's kind of gotten back to this point?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we said in the dugout. It looked like Caesar from last year, and that's all we care about. Obviously, it takes some time. We got to extend him a little bit. I think this was his highest pitch count. He's got great stuff, and we support him. So, it's nice to see.
Last season around this time, Canada Day in London, Sano was starting. And then later in the year, you made the move to the bullpen, which is where he still comes out of now. How much of an impact does he make into the bullpen, being in those tough moments, having just a few days rest, being able to bring him out and know that he's going to shut the door for you guys? Yeah,
it's definitely confidence in the players. It's in the coaching staff. He comes in and it's a no time. And we trust him, and he's a big arm, and it's worked out for us. And he wanted to come back this year as a closer. He's playing that closer role, and we just got to get to him. And there's some days where it gets tough at times, but the boys pulled through, and we made it work.
What were your thoughts about how Josh Friend managed his first IBL game in a tight spot?
Yeah, I mean, we called him up this morning actually, and I said, hey, Plumpton's not here. Johnson will be starting, and we need a backup catcher. And it's a good thing I made that call, and he did everything in his power to get there, and we're grateful for that. But throwing him in, kind of in the fire, and I think that's obviously the best way to do it. But I think he did a great job, other than connecting with Sano, where he just came in the game. He's never caught him before. He doesn't speak Spanish. So obviously they just needed to get on the same page. And again, it panned out.
What's the update on Johnston?
His hand's pretty swollen. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, but it's probably not good.
Alex Wickett, instant addition to the lineup. A guy who right now is going to be pretty tough to take out of the lineup.
Yep.
Not doing anything spectacular at the plate, just hitting. Is this kind of what you guys needed?
I'd say it is pretty spectacular. I think he's hitting like 800. It's the whole, and I mean, this is why we started the junior team. But to see a guy, get an opportunity, embrace it, be everything about it. He said this is the most fans he's ever played in front of, and it was in Barrie before this game, and he's just excited to be here. We're excited for him. The guys are rallying around him. I think this is something maybe we needed.